Hey, what's up, guys, and welcome back to my reading journey. Hope you're all doing great. And today we're beginning with the first part of the new story, Buried Treasure. So let's begin. There are many kinds of fools. Now, will everybody please see it? Still, they are called upon specifically to rise. I had been every kind of fool except one. I had expended my patrimony, pretended to my matrimony, played poker, lawn tennis, and bucket shops, parted soon with my money in many ways. But there remained one role of the wearer of cap and bells that I had not played. That was the seeker after buried treasure. That was the seeker of buried. Okay. To few, thus, the delectable Führer come. Delectable Führer. All right, delectable Führer. Remember this. But of all the world, sorry, but of all there would be followers in the hoof prints of King Midas, none has found a pursuit so rich in pleasurable promise. But going back from my theme a while, as lame pants must do, I was a fool of the sentimental sort. I saw May Martha Mangan and was hers. She was aiding the color of the white ivory keys of a new piano, beautiful and possessed by the exquisite solemnity and pathetic witchery of an unsophisticated angel doomed to live in a small, dull Texas prayer town. She had a spirit and charm that could have enabled her to pluck rubies like raspberries from the crown of Belgium or any other sporty kingdom, but she did not know it, and I did not paint the picture for her. You see, I wanted May Martha Mangan for to have and to hold. I wanted her to ab- abide, to abide with me, to abide with me, and put my slippers and pipe away every day in places where they cannot be found of evenings. May Martha's father was a man hidden behind whiskers and spectacles. He lived for bugs and butterflies and all insects that fly or crawl or buzz to get down your back or in the butter. He was an etymologist or words to that effect. He spent his life seining the air for flying fish of the Junebug order, and then sticking pins through them and calling them names. He and May Martha were the whole family. He prized her highly. He prized her highly as a fine specimen of the Rasibus Humanus, because she saw and kept his alcohol bottles filled. Scientists, they say, are apt to be absent-minded. Absent-minded. There was another beside myself who, who thought my Marta Magnum one to be desired. That was Goodlow Banks, a young man just home from college. From college. He had all the attainments to be found in books, Latin, Greek, philosophy, and especially the higher branches of mathematics and logic. If it hadn't been for his habit of pouring out this information and learning on every one that he addressed, I'd have liked him pretty well. But even as it was, he and I were, you would have thought, great pals. We got together every time we could because each of us wanted to pump the other for whatever strokes we could find which way, and wind blew from the heart of my Martin Magnum, rather a mixed metaphor. Goodloe Banks, Goodloe Banks would never have been guilty of that. And that is the way of rivals. You might say that Goodloe, ran to books, manners, culture, rowing, intellect, and clothes. I would have put you in mind more of baseball and Friday night debating societies by way of culture, and maybe of good horseback rider. But in our talks together and in our visits and current conversation with May Marta, neither Goodloe Bank nor I could find out which one of us she preferred. May Marta was a natural born non-committal and knew in cradly, how to keep people guessing. As I said, old man Magnum was absent-minded. After a long time, he found out one day a little butterfly must have told him that two young men were trying to throw a net over a head of a young person, a daughter, or some such technical technical appendage, who looked after his comforts. I never knew scientists could rise to such occasions. Old Magnum, orally labeled and classified Goodloe and myself easily among the lowest orders of the vertebrates. Vertebrates. And in English too, without going any further into Latin than simple references to orgetorix, hex, halvety, which is far as I ever went myself. And he could told us that if he ever caught us around his house again, he would add us to his collection. Goodloe Banks and I remained in away few days, expecting the storm to subside. When we dared to call at the house again, May Marta Magnum and her father were gone. The house they had rented was closed. Their little store of goods and chattels was also gone also. And not a word of farewell. And not a word of farewell to either of us from Maymart, not a white, fluttering note pinned to the Hawthorne Hofernbusch. Hofernbusch. Not a clerk, not a chalk mark on the gatepost, nor a postcard in the post office to give us a clue. For 2 months, Goodloe, Banks, and I separately tried every scheme we could think of to trace the runaways. We used our friendship and influence with the ticket agent, with livery stable men, railroad conductors, and our one lorn constable, but without results. Lorn. Our one lone and lorn constable. Then we became better friends and worse enemies than ever. We forgathered in the back room of Snyder's saloon every afternoon after work and played dominoes, and laid conversational traps to find out from each other if anything had been discovered. That is the way of rivals. All right, guys. We're gonna continue tomorrow on the second part, and see you tomorrow.